Okay, today we will be replacing a damaged bicycle tire and inner tube. So my daughter's bicycle got a flat tire. Let's take a look. See if we can find the spot. Oh yeah. See something sharp cut the tire and the inner tube. So we need to replace this tire and the inner tube. Buy tires online or at your local big box store or bicycle shop. Let's start by removing the front wheel by loosening the two nuts. Okay, and I like to put the keyed washers and the nuts back on the axle just so they don't get lost while I'm doing this repair. And when we order a new tire and tube, you want to make sure you get the correct size. If you look on the sidewall of the tire, it should tell you what size it is. So let's see. Yep, right there. So make sure you buy the correct size tire and inner tube for your bicycle. I'm going to use these patch and lever kit here. You want to use these plastic tire levers to remove the tire from the rim. Gives you instructions. And again, today we're not patching the tire, we're replacing the tire and inner tube in their entirety because they're too badly damaged. But you need these tire levers. You don't ever want to use like a flathead screwdriver or something sharp because you can cause damage to your rim or your new tire and new inner tube. So I'd recommend you always use these plastic tire levers. You do that up underneath the bead on the tire. Take the second one and just work it all the way around the rim. You can see the bead comes right off. Woo! And because the inner tube's already flat, I should be able to pull this off the rim fairly easily. Remember to remove the Schrader valve from the hole in the rim. And you have to unscrew the cap to remove the Schrader valve. Like so. You can see the big tear. Again, there's the size that we're replacing today, but your size may be different. Also, some tires, the tire tread may be directional, so keep that in mind. Here's a kit I got, I believe on Amazon. It wasn't very much, it was like 20, 25 bucks. You see it comes with tire levers, new tire, inner tube, and that rubber protective band that covers up the nipples so the nipples don't poke the inner tube. So here's a new tire. This is what I'm talking about. It's directional. You can kind of see how the tread points in the center like little arrows. So we want that to go forward. So the brake disc is on the left side. But you see that rubber protective band that goes all the way around. It covers the head on all the nipples. So again, they don't damage your new inner tube. So we'll go ahead and open up the inner tube. And Schrader valve comes with the cap. And you always need to put a tiny bit of air in it first before you install a new inner tube. Otherwise, you'll have a heck of a time if you try to put it in when it's completely flat like this. You don't air it up all the way, just a few pounds. just until it starts to take shape, like so. Good enough. I usually use a little bit of baby powder. It kind of acts like a lubricant and prevents the rubber inner tube from sticking to the inside rubber of the tire. I find it makes it easier to do this install or removal in the future. So we'll find the hole in the rim. We'll put the Schrader valve through the hole. Then we'll put our cap on just to help keep it from sliding out while we're doing this. And kind of see what we got. Slide the inner tube into the tire. And we'll get the bead on one side all the way around, and then we'll get the bead on the other side all the way around. Trying to stay out of the way of the camera so you can see what I'm doing. You can also lay the wheel down flat. Instead of doing it upright like this, it might be easier for you. And then I just squeeze the tire. Make sure the inner tube stays inside the tire and doesn't get pinched. And just work it all the way around. That bead will slip inside the rim. And then you get to this point where you won't be able to get the bead on, so that's where you grab one of your plastic tire levers, put it here, take the other tire lever, insert it right about here. And kind of similar to how you took it off, you just work it around, being careful not to pinch your inner tube. Make sure the inner tube stays inside the tire. Just gently work it around. There you go. Make sure it's on there nice and even on both sides, like so. Then now we can go ahead and air up the tire. On the sidewall of the tire, it will tell you how many PSI the tire holds, its maximum PSI. And this one happens to hold 40 PSI, but yours may be different. Again, read the sidewall. That does it. Now we can reinstall it on the bicycle and we'll be good to go. I hope this video helps you. Please like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment, and thanks for watching.